And for more on these campaign promises, I have joining me via Skype from London, a social commentator, Kayode Ogundamisi. Hello, Kayode.
Hello, good morning.
All right, President Buhari's next level campaign for re-election has been in the news for some time now. But from your point of view, where are we now and where exactly is the next level taking us?
Thank you. There's no doubt that the administration has made a remarkable stride in the areas of infrastructure. Across the country, there are rail lines being built, roads being looked after. On the areas of security, Boko Haram is sort of, at least now, they're not occupying large streams of territories in north-central Nigeria, but a lot more needs to be done. We still have sporadic attacks on our troops. Our troops still need more equipment to be able to at least get Boko Haram to the point where they cannot start killing our young men and women who are in the armed forces. In the area of anti-corruption, right now there is no free money flowing in the system, and that is actually eating the Nigerian elite more than many other people. But what you now ask is, what are we doing with a lot of the savings that have been made in those places where loopholes have been blocked in the areas of corruption? In the next time, people want to see the anti-corruption campaign taken to a much more higher level, where it will not respect the political party affiliations of those who are suspected to be corrupt. In our international sphere, the president has said that Africa will be the focus of the administration when it comes to foreign relations. And I think more people on the street would want to see the effect of the economy hit them positively. They want to see their purchasing power being able to take them to the market and come back home and say, yes, things are going better for them. The government did well in the area of agriculture. I think more people are going into agriculture, but there's always room for improvement, really.
All right, looking at your last statement, there's always room for improvement. Now, are you personally satisfied with the areas this administration is basing its focus, looking at the job creation, entrepreneurship, security, and all whatnot? Can it get the buy-in of Nigerians?
I think it will be hypocritical to be satisfied with any government in Nigeria when it comes to job creation. I mean, we've never had any time in Nigeria that there had been a positive effect of job creation. I mean, we still have more of our young people unemployed. It's been like that for as long as my adult life as I can remember. And I think more can be done. I think apart from job creation, we need to now start empowering people themselves to create jobs, give them the enabling environment to become themselves. If the government can employ everybody, it's fading all over the world. If we sort of create a situation where people can tie into small-scale loans and establish businesses, they become employers of labor. Governments around the world are the major employers of labor. If we improve on energy, when you improve on energy, that organizer, that woman who is selling pepper and grinding pepper in the corner of the street will have uninterrupted power supply, and she's able to expand her business and employ more people. So it's not, one can never be satisfied with the employment figures in Nigeria, and I would just say that that area needs a lot of improvement. And I think government should focus less on employing people, but creating enabling environment for citizens to become employers of labor.
All right, exactly what do you think might have inspired this document? Now, is it just more consolidation, or about lessons learned, or total reinvention? Remember, this administration has been in government in power for about 3 years now.
Yeah, I think there was high expectation for this government, and for that high expectation, a number of people would say they're disappointed that very high expectations were not met. But of course, a number of people would also concede that if you compare the strides the government made in the last 3 years to the stride the last administration made, if you put them side by side, this government seems to have done better than the last administration. In areas of anti-corruption, I'm not saying it's been eradicated, but people now know it's not business as usual. Okay. In the areas of infrastructure, they are getting less money to do more. If you go to Lagos Ibadan Expressway, work is there. There are new railways connecting the countries. In the southeastern part of Nigeria, the second Niger Bridge that was just on a drawing board in the last 16 years of the past administration, you now see structures going in place. They can consolidate that by making sure money earmarked for these projects should never go into any other thing than also fulfilling those projects. And then our military, our men and women in the armed forces, there's the need to increase the defense budget so that they can have adequate equipment to fight insecurity across our nation. Our police force also need to have an increase in their budget to be able to employ more policemen, improve security in our land. And I think they can consolidate on the areas of infrastructure and devise new means in the area of creating enabling environments for job creation.
All right, what for you is the specific catch at this point for the next level, and why do you think Nigerians want to get there?
I think Nigerians would not want business as usual. A majority of Nigerians understand that these are difficult times for our country. The good news is that we got out of recession, and a recent report also said that our growth increase is looking good. And they would remember that in the past, people would just dip their hands into the pockets of the national treasury and just earmark money for themselves. So Nigerians would understand that, and they would want to ask themselves, do we really want to go back to the reckless attitude of the past, or we want to turn the page? And that will be the questions that will be answered on the ballot box when they vote for candidates in 2019.
Social commentator Kayode Ogundamisi, thank you very much for talking to us on this issue.
Thank you.